Good morning, family. Rayshawn here, one half of the amazing duo of Elevating Relationships, where my wife and I partner together to work with couples to help them to experience relationship satisfaction, hopefully that they've never experienced before. And if they are doing well, hopefully we can elevate that to the next level. And normally I don't do videos like this, but I was encouraged this morning as I was listening to a motivational speaker by the name of Eric Thomas. If you haven't had a chance to check him out before, I would recommend you go and look up some of his videos. He's an amazing speaker. But anyways, I wanted to share or touch base on something that stuck out to me from his message this morning, which was that a lot of times in our lives when we are not experiencing the success that we want, whether that's in business, in life and love, a lot of times it's because we are not willing to hold ourselves accountable as we do others, right? He had this connection to holding our own feet to the fire, right? When things don't go well in business, people that maybe work for us or are connected to us don't do their job, or their habits are not effective, we tend to hold them accountable for those things and ask and direct them to change those behaviors. And sometimes as I thought about it, I'm like, couples that come to us that are struggling oftentimes have some of the same behaviors, where they will hold their partner accountable for the same behaviors that they're not willing to hold themselves, right? So if I complain that my partner, gets frustrated with me and gets short and snappy and dismissive, but yet I do the same behaviors when I'm frustrated, or I don't feel like my partner tells me that they appreciate the things that I do for them and our family on a consistent basis, but I'm not sharing that appreciation either, right? And the list goes on and on and on that we will hear couples that say that they struggle with. And so as I thought about this concept of accountability, I started to think, when are we going to worry about ourselves, right? When are we going to look within first before I look at my partner and say, I need you to change your behaviors? A lot of times when we see successful couples, whether they've been married for 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years, when we see them, they are both individually thinking about, how can I respect, honor, love, cherish my partner the best way? They're not thinking about, how can my partner do that for me? And so when your focus is on what you do, and both of you in the relationship are operating in that vein, that's when you start to see and experience the relationship satisfaction that you're looking for. And so I wish I had heard this message many, many years ago when my wife and I started dating, because I think it would have saved us so much time and conflict and heartaches when we both were trying to fix, quote unquote, each other, right? Change our partner's behaviors, change their habits, change the way they respond to us, instead of thinking about how I can do that. I start with myself first. And so I just encourage you today that if you're experiencing any of that relationship dissatisfaction, and maybe it's not all the time, maybe it's just when you try to have conflict and try to work through things, you can't seem to find your way through it. I just encourage you to think about what you are contributing to that cycle. Are you staying calm? Are you being loving and respectful and kind during that conflict? Are you offering up things that you would expect to receive yourself? The golden rule still applies, right? That most of us learned as children, right? To treat others as we would want to be treated. And so I hope that you take something from this today, as I did, and try to focus on yourself first, and allow that love to really soar the way it's always intended to. But we've got to take accountability for our actions. And so I leave you with that today. Have a wonderful day.